Hello, class. As you learned in Chapter 6, professional ethics is merely an application of moral systems to a particular set of questions, circumstances, or to a specific work environment. The basis, however, of all professional ethical codes is the same. That is, to be a good professional, one must be a good person. Many of the ethical choices you make throughout the course of a career are easy. For instance, no one has to tell a police officer that bribery is wrong, or tell correctional officers that hitting a shackled and helpless inmate is wrong. These actions occur because individuals have chosen to take the path of least resistance by 1. Pursuing personal interest over organizational values, or 2. Succumbing to emotions such as fear or anger. For the choices that are truly difficult, people of goodwill, using rationality and sensitivity, can apply any ethical system and come up with an ethical solution. It may not be a decision that everyone will agree with, but it will allow the individual to make the decision public and will allow the person to be satisfied that his or her choice is based on ethics rather than egoism. The first 5 chapters of this text, we address issues of morality, ethics, justice, and law in the abstract, while Chapter 6 focused on the criminal justice professional and how these concepts can be applied to them. As you saw, issues faced by the criminal justice professional involve a broad array of ethical questions, and it is important to recognize them for what they are. Further, what people do is sometimes influenced by what they think they know, so criminal justice researchers must also monitor their practices and be careful to avoid letting bias and political or financial pressures influence their research. Law and policy are set by politicians and administrators and must make sure that they are objective in their evaluation of research and information that is used to help them make these decisions. On the other hand, informal policies are always the discretion of people carrying out policy, line staff. How staff members perform their job determines whether justice is a reality or an illusion. The greatest protection against corruption of power is a belief in a commitment to the democratic process and all it entails, sometimes even if it's painful. If one desires a career in criminal justice, one must ask themselves these questions. 1, do I believe in the Constitution? 2, do I believe in the Bill of Rights? 3, do I truly believe in the sanctity and natural right of due process? Now, if you view these 3 things as either impediments, nuisances, or irrelevant, then you should probably not be a public servant within the criminal justice system. As we go forward from here in the chapters that follow, we will examine in greater detail the issues that criminal justice professionals face daily. Thanks for listening, and please now begin this week's assignments.